come on in, find your seat. Sounds good. Where's Zoe? Did you find something? Okay, perfect. Yeah, she's super delightful today. Don't be the last person in. I haven't heard from her. What? Sing.
Sing with me. I saw Satan fall like lightning. I saw darkness run for cover. But the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. I believe in signs and wonders. I have resurrection power. Still the miracle that I just can't get over, my name is registered in heaven. My praise belongs to you forever. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony.
Come together, sons and daughters, bought with blood and washed in water. Sing the praises of the Spirit, Son, and Father.
Our God will finish what He started. Our God will finish what He started. Oh, this is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. Everybody put your hands together. Repeat after me. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. If I'm not dead, you're not done. Greater things are still to come. Oh, I believe. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. This is my testimony from death to life. 'Cause grace rewrote my story. I'll testify. By Jesus Christ the righteous, I'm justified. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. This is my testimony. Amen. We've got one more song for you. Raise your hand. How many of you have heard of this song? It's called Graves into Gardens. We got some. Raise your hand if you don't know this song. We got some. Okay, we're going to teach you part of it, okay? So, it's going to go like this. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Everybody try that with me. Here we go. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. I think they got it. You got it?
Hope so.
They got it. Here we go. Well, I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. Man's empty praise and treasures that fade are never enough. Then you came along and put me back together, and every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Sing along with me. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Yes, I know it's true.
I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. The God of the mountain is the God of the valley, and there's not a place your mercy and grace
Won't find me again. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn mourning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You turn shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You turn praise into gardens. You turn bones into armies. You turn seas into highways. You're the only one who can. You're the only one who can. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. There's nothing better than you, Lord. There's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Amen. You may be seated.
First question is, introduce yourself, your school, and your fall plan. So let's hear from JC first, and then we'll pass the mic.
And I'm a senior, and I go to Bennington High School, and I'm going to be going into mathematics at K-State for college. And I'm super excited to share some of my experiences with you. Hi, my name's JC Shepard, and
All right. Oh, yeah, we didn't hear her name. So that's JC Shepard. So you are up. I would say your name, but then that would, okay, you just go.
Why do I have to go first? That's a lot
Well,
of
it's either
pressure.
you or your brother. I don't know. He said you. And,
Of course he did. I
and
was
Veronica
born first,
passed
so.
it first. So, okay, you go.
My name is Mackenzie Britton. I graduated from Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School already back in April, not the point.
Whoop, whoop.
And I'm actually moving to Wichita, and I'm going to work down in Butler County at the jail. I'm really excited.
That's awesome. Maybe we clap at the end. Okay, perfect. We got lots of questions.
Okay, my name's Ayla. I go to South, and in the fall, I will be moving to California and taking a year off school, joining the National Guard, and then hopefully attending SDSU that next year.
I'm Evie. I'm going to K-State, and I'm going to major in biology.
Bio what?
I went to South. What?
What are you majoring in?
Biology.
Oh, biology. Okay. Whew. Nope.
Okay. Hi, I'm Allie. I go to Central, and I'm going to attend Fort Hays for elementary education.
My name's Lauren. I go to South High, and I'm going to K-State next fall to major in architecture.
My name's Grant, and I go to South High, and I'm going to K-State Poly to be a pilot.
My name's Alex Rector, and I am a senior at Salina South, and I'm going to go to Bethany and major in biology to go into nursing.
I'm Malachi Dahan. I'm homeschooled, and you might see that I'm wearing a Fort Hays shirt. I'm not going to Fort Hays. I'm going to K-State for computer engineering. Huh?
That is very misleading, yeah.
My name's Logan Britton. I graduated from SVVCS. I used to go to South, not anymore, sadly. And I signed away 8 years of my life to the Navy.
Oh, yeah, you need your mic. Oh, yeah, then you can start the next one. Perfect. Okay, here's the next question. Share a highlight or two from your time in Gravity. Could be trips or other experiences. Ponder it, think about it. JC's going to share hers first.
A few of my favorite things overall in my youth group experience. The first one was the mission trip. It was the summer of 2019, and we got to go down in Texas and lead music camps in two churches. And it was just an awesome experience to meet people there and to get to know the people in our group better. And I was able to lead the piano class with my sister. It was just a lot of fun to be able to serve people there. And the goal of that was to have that church to be able to start a worship band after we left eventually. So that was a lot of fun. And another thing would have to be Wednesday nights for sure, because it's kind of a lot of freedom, I think, just to do what you want during the hangout time. You can hang out with people or talk to new people, or even don't hang out with anybody in the 9 Square. It's just a lot of fun, and to be able to worship with everyone and have a message. A few of my favorite things overall in my youth group experience. The first.
All right. Logan, you're up, man.
Just highlights. You know, every Wednesday night, because I go up there, play the drums. I'm the only drummer currently. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And going skiing for the first time in Colorado. I mean, it was
What year did you go? Was it before when? It was
Pre-COVID.
so okay. We just got back, and then okay. Okay, yeah. How did skiing go for you?
Well, Dom over there took me on a
Oh,
blue
boy. Okay, yeah.
for like
I
the
have
first time, and
so
I
many
fell
stories
down.
of Dom skiing, so we should. I don't know why you followed Dom down. Right, yeah. If it starts with "Well, Dom did this," it's gonna be a great story, actually.
Yeah, and I fell down more times than I could count, but it was fun.
Good.
I'd
I'm
go
glad.
again.
I'm glad.
I'd say the best part of gravity is just normal gravity. But since that was sort of, a long period of time, I've been here a lot of times. One of the real highlights was the mission trip that JC mentioned, and then also when we'd go to play as a band at Covenant Cedars. That was a really good time, huh?
I'd probably definitely have to say one of my favorite things or like best memories are during the songs when we get a group of girls up here dancing and have like a blast. But then also definitely tubing and snowboarding. Those were fun. It's great.
Well, I haven't really been here for very long, so I would just say like the 9 square and dodgeball. All the games are really fun.
I would say Chick. We went to that conference, I think, our freshman year, and we just had a lot of like spiritual growth, and then also like we just did crazy things that trip.
Okay, well, I have a few. I really enjoy worship. And then on the skiing trip, when we got the van stuck, that was so bad.
Okay.
That was terrible.
That was it.
Yeah.
Sheesh. It was fine. We'll tell that story at some point.
Yeah. And probably the mission trip as well. I really enjoyed that. That was my first mission trip. I think that's it.
Okay, so my story is kind of a long story, but I'll slim it down a bit. So our freshman year, we went on a ski trip, and Ayla and I decided we want to go out on our own, even though you weren't really supposed to, so keep your ears closed. But Ayla decided to go down an all-powder path just down the mountain by herself and goes under this caution tape and just keeps going. And so I follow her, and we just start skiing down, and by the time it's like not even like 10 feet down, and the snow is up to here, and we have our skis on. And so we're trying to climb back up the mountain with our skis on, and we just getting deeper in snow. So we have to somehow like get our feet on top of the snow and unhook our skis and hike back up to the top of the mountain in the powdered snow. And it took the whole ski trip. And then we finally, the whole day. And then we finally found a small trail down, and it was like a triple black diamond. That's not a thing, but it was that. And it was literally like from that end of the box to like right here wide, and it was just straight down with moguls. And I don't know how we did it, but we made it out. But it was really funny, so that's okay.
Mine would probably also be the skiing trips and then camp as well. I always went into camp thinking that it was going to be like lame, I guess, and it always ended up being a blast. So I would encourage all of you to go to camp.
Mine would probably also be the ski trip. Jim really helped me on trying to ski because I fell down and almost crashed into like that. What was that area? It's like where all the tables is and stuff, like the building. Yeah, the lodge. Yeah, I almost crashed into that on the little kitty. Yeah, the bunny slopes. It was so bad. But I finally got the hang of it, had a lot of fun. And then another one would be the spring break trips in middle school. Those are pretty fun, especially the hockey game. A lot of fights. It was pretty great.
That was good. That was good.
Wait, do I have to go again?
Yeah, then you're next. But the next question is, we'll hear from JC first. Who is an adult from the church that has invested in you and made an impact in your life?
So for people investing in me and others too, I'd definitely say my life group leader, Amber. She really encourages our life group to ask questions, and we've been able to have a lot of good discussions recently, and just life group in general is a great place to make connections, whether it's with the adult or with the kids in the life group. And I'd also say the worship leaders of our youth group, and Paul and Dom, and it's just really cool to see how they see worship and kind of teach us how to lead others in worship and just connect with God that way. So for people investing.
All right, Mackenzie, you're up.
I would probably also have to say Amber Eaton. She is really, really down to earth and fun. And she made, like, I wouldn't say I didn't want to come to church, but having someone there, I mean, I know all of you at least, but having someone there to, like, talk to outside of that that's not necessarily your age and gets a lot of the things, yeah, she's pretty great.
My life group leader was also Amber, and I'm also saying Amber because she just constantly poured into us, even when our life group wasn't good about showing up on our days that we were supposed to, not texting her back to plan stuff. She constantly poured into us and just continues to, and so she's made a big difference in my life, at least.
Yeah, all of us had Amber as a life group leader of the girls, so we might all say Amber. But mine is also Amber, and she's really relatable for no reason. She's like age 18 in the form of another body.
I actually have two. I have Amber Eaton as well. I love her so much. But I also would say Veronica. She's like my go-to here. She really is, and she cries with me sometimes. She's really supportive. Yeah, Mocha's always on her. Oh, I don't want to cry. It's fine. I am just so lucky for the both of you.
Of course, I will say Amber too. She just has the best real world advice, and then also just spiritual advice, like leading us on our journey. And then I would also say Norm Jennings. My 8th grade year was just a little rough for me, and then I think he just was there to kind of like help me accept God and then kind of come to that. So he's a big role in my.
I would probably say Jim, just because he's easy to talk to, makes you laugh pretty easily. And
My person actually left, and I would have to say it was Chelsea. If anyone remembers her, she was the redhead. We went to school together, and she actually put a lot of faith into me, and she actually got me to come out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Mine's probably a little weird. He's not actually here anymore. It's Roman Burrows. If anyone here actually knew him, Caleb Krabs did. He was our old technical director, and he spent hours training me on tech, and that's like essentially why I'm actually here on Wednesday night, was because I started doing tech back in 7th grade. And then also another person who's not here, Drew Stanley. Spent a lot of time with him. He's a really great guy.
I'd have to say Dominic Thompson, because he kind of expanded my musical interest, helped me grow as a percussionist and as a person as well, and kind of got me into headphones too. So another
nice.
place to put all my money.
No, you got to keep it. You answer the next one first. All right. The next question is, how has gravity impacted your faith? How have you grown in your faith through middle school and high school? And is there a specific moment of growth that you want to share? So I know some of you have talked about camp, if you were on fall retreats, chick, things like that. Was there a moment or even a moment here where you just felt that you've grown in your faith? And how has gravity helped with that? So JC's first, and then Logan, you're up.
I'd say my faith was impacted by gravity first through DTO, because that was really an in-depth study of the Bible and just our relationship with God. And I was able to meet people and be friends with them. And for high school, I'd definitely say being in the Gravity Band was a lot of fun, and it impacted me because worship really connects me with God, and I was able to do that every week, and with other people, it's just a really awesome experience to do that. And a specific point, I'd say Chick for sure impacted me specifically, but I think just overall, it was kind of a gradual building thing to get me to ask some questions of my own and kind of build my own personal faith. I'd say my favorite.
All right, Logan, you're up.
I'd say a lot of my questions from the beginning have been answered a lot better, and guess I have a more clear view, if that makes sense. But I mean, not really much to say.
If there's one experience that probably impacted me the most, it was probably actually the Gravity mission trip. It was cool to see God working through that. But then also, what's had the most impact on me is just the being at Gravity all these years. And it's sort of like, if I had just had that one experience, I don't know, I wouldn't have changed much, but it's sort of more of a gradual change throughout all of Gravity. Really great part of Gravity is having all of our amazing leaders around, and I can ask them any questions that I want about faith, about the Bible, about God, and sometimes I might not get the answers that I'm looking for because nobody knows them, but they're at least willing to help me think through some of that.
For me, it's basically I just enjoy coming to just like Gravity in general because I have like a community of people who are able to help me understand certain questions that I do have, but you also make friends with people you wouldn't really think you'd make friends with.
I kind of stopped going to church after my 5th grade year at STA. So Gravity's made me start going to church again. I still don't really go on Sundays, but it's actually getting me back in the church, and I might start coming on Sundays soon.
I would say Chick kind of allowed us, I think, as like a life group to kind of come together and find like a group of girls, like a community of our faith. And I think that was really special. And then like in life group, we've just been really able to like talk about some hot topics or just things that we have questions about in just like a safe space.
Sorry. I actually can thank Dom for introducing me to Gravity. Shout out to Dom. I came at a really tough point in my life, so Gravity has really helped me, and after day one, I just never tried a different youth group. I did not feel it was needed, so I had another one, I did. I keep forgetting. I would say, the mission trip, yes. I had this moment where it was like I was really connected with someone with our life stories. And so it kind of opened my eyes a little bit more than I thought. So that is mine.
We're glad you stayed, Ellie.
I connect to God a lot through music, so I think Gravity Band has helped a lot with like my relationship with God. And if you're the same way, you should try out because Dom needs people. Because we're all leaving.
So I haven't been very good about coming to Gravity, but I know for a fact that my life group that's just been an amazing experience for all of us. It's been really cool to watch us go for a while at the beginning of high school, we really weren't connecting, and I think all of us felt like what was the point of going? None of us had really anything in common, and now we're a group that meets every Sunday, and we have these insane conversations questions that maybe we couldn't talk to our parents about, and it's really connected all of us on a level that I didn't think was possible.
I'm also not very good about coming to Gravity on Sundays or Wednesdays because I work. But when I did come to Gravity, I kind of kept to myself, didn't really want to be around others, which was a bad idea. But when I did come to Gravity, there was a lot of people here, especially you two, that really kind of talked to me a lot and kind of made me feel a part of things. Same with a lot of the group leaders as well. And having someone at church to, ask you how your day's going or ask how you've been, or like you did 10 minutes ago, I was like, yay, but it's fine. But yeah, it's definitely shown me that God does have a purpose for you, no matter where, what you're doing, and other people, they put you in your life, to kind of show your purpose and everything like that. So.
Cool. All right, so the next question is, many of you went to Chick, which is now called Unite, which you guys have heard us talk about. So what is a highlight from Chick when you guys went? We'll start with
All right,
JC.
so one of the most impactful things from Chick, like one of the more serious, was pretty much every main stage night, the talk and like the discussion afterwards we had with our groups, because they just really hit hard with anybody, and a lot of people were affected, and then you're affected, and you just see a lot of impact of God to other people and to you, and it's kind of a cool, like, united thing, but it's a personal thing for each of you. And a fun thing was one of the last nights they had they had fireworks going off, and we were all just kind of packed together, and I think there was a rapper or a DJ there, and it was just a lot of fun, kind of a send-off thing. So, all right.
All right, Mackenzie, you're up.
I did not go to Chick. I am very frustrated about that because I had a chance to and I didn't go. I don't remember, but it's fine. But what I've heard about it, it sounds like a blast and a very, I don't know what to say, like out-of-body experience? Sure. Like you feel part of something, and it's, yeah, okay.
Chick was absolutely insane. If you can get yourself there to fundraise, they basically give the trip to you, and like worshiping with 5,000 other people every single night that all shared the same beliefs as you and was going through the same experience was crazy. And then just they obviously poured so much time and effort into it, because like I remember one of the times they put you through like simulations of what other people in the world were going through. Like they had us all go, like if we were in an immigration camp, and they made it like crazy realistic, and it really opens up, like it gave you a whole new perspective, and I would really encourage going if you can.
Yes, go to Chick. Go to Chick. It was so much fun. It's really like chilling to just be in a room, like she said, worshiping God with like however many other students were there. I don't remember, but it was crazy. Our church did something where we all got money, and we got to do whatever we wanted with that money. And there was like this one waitress, and we all tipped her like a big tip, and she was like crying. She was so excited about it. And so then we got to spread the word that way, and it was really cool. Another really funny story about Chick is we went zip lining, and we're getting down the zip line, and we hear Lauren go, "I'm gonna get a running start on this one," and she's like runs and starts running, and she tried going up the zip line because she didn't understand that was the end of the zip line. Like she thought you had to keep going. So that was really funny.
I as well did not attend Chick, but I've heard really good things about it, so you should all go.
I think Chick was so fun. They had so many activities where you're just having a blast, and then you're with fellowship of your peers, and everyone's just there for that central goal, so you just feel like, no fear, and you're united. And then also they had so many, like, throughout the day you went to these camps, and most of them were based about, like, tragedies or problems that were happening in the world, and just, like, how people were using God, and, like, how God was leading them through those, and how we could help through those. So it was pretty cool to see that.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, neither do I, because I didn't get a chance to go, although I've heard about it, and definitely you should go, because I wish I would have gone.
I have no opinion on this because I didn't go. Huh?
I also did not go.
No, you gotta keep it. Okay, next question. Yeah, don't be like them and go to Chick. Or Unite, I guess now. Okay, next. Share a piece of advice for surviving middle or high school. A piece of advice. JC will start.
A piece of advice I would give is don't be afraid to ask for help on stuff, whether that's to your teachers if you're having trouble knowing what they want exactly. Like, it won't hurt to go and talk to them, even if it might be hard. And also reach out to people who know the stuff that you might not understand, and it just really helps overall, I think, lower the stress, even though it can be stressful at times doing stuff like that, but it just helps kind of the overall experience be a lot less stressful. A piece of advice I would...
All right, Logan, what is your great wisdom advice?
Don't burn yourself out studying. You're going to go to school every day tired. You're not going to be able to function. Just study in moderation. I never personally studied, but I did okay.
Good.
But, I mean, I had so...
Don't tell your parents that.
I mean, I had so many friends who'd come to school exhausted, and they just couldn't function. Just don't push yourself. It's not worth it in the end. Just moderation.
Malachi, what is your wisdom?
Actually, somewhat similar, but it's, if your goal is to survive middle school and high school, you need a better goal. And also, if you feel like all you're doing is surviving, you probably need to assess what you're spending all of your time on and what you're doing in your life that's wearing you down so badly, and then try to actually change something. And if you can't figure it out, go ask someone else to help you, because living 6 years of your life just trying to survive, that's going to be miserable. Don't do it.
Okay, mine, if I remember correctly, has been one that has been definitely passed down a lot. And just be yourself. Don't try to change who you are to get in with the popular kids. It's not gonna do anything good for you. Yeah, that's one of them. But the other one is like the other one said. Make sure you are able to ask for help. It definitely is. You're gonna need it in the long run.
One piece of advice I have is make friends with upperclassmen. They might seem intimidating, but it's actually a good idea. It'll make you feel more comfortable in the environment, especially as a freshman. Look for even sophomores, juniors, seniors. There will be somebody that will accept you and make you feel more comfortable throughout high school.
Yes, kind of like what Alex was just saying. I think being involved, finding your niche of whatever that is, like theater or sports, I think just being involved as much as you can. I think you should just live up your time. You don't want to look back and have regrets, but also excel in school.
I would kind of connect to that. I would kind of connect to that as well. Like, have friends of all ages. Like, I love the variety of friends I have, but also like getting involved. Like, it is so fun. I don't do sports. I don't. But I enjoy watching sports and going to events with friends and just being a part of something. Or who cares what other people think? Choir? Yeah, I do choir.
There you go.
I guess that has to count for something. But yeah, I would say get involved, meet new people. I feel like if you're yourself, you're going to attract people who you want to be around anyways.
Yeah, I would say around the same thing. Like, don't get stuck in a clique. Cliques mean absolutely nothing when you graduate. So, and meet new people. Go out and sit with someone who's sitting alone at lunch. I also think that good grades are not a reflect on how smart you are. It's how hard you work for them. So if you want good grades and you want to get into college and get good scholarships, just work hard. And all it takes is studying, Logan. Kidding.
Yeah, I would say you can take hard classes and do those things to get into college, but enjoy your time too. You're only this age for so long. And get involved in sports. If theater's your thing, do theater. Just to make friends with people that you didn't originally, because once again, I think broadening your viewpoint is a big deal, and doing it now is really important.
Don't procrastinate at all, ever. I know. was bad for me. Even homeschooling, like I still got done early, but no. Like even tonight, Jim sent us questions in Google Docs like 3 days ago or 2. I didn't even look at them till like probably 45 minutes ago. I knew they were there. I'm like, oh, I have time. Did I? No. But I still looked at it. Yeah, kinda. Another thing is turn in your assignments. You do the work, turn them in. If you don't do the work, still try though, because no, just do what you're supposed to and you won't get in trouble. Okay, one more thing. Be yourself. Don't let anyone try to tell you different. Try different things. If it doesn't work out, find something better to do or find something you're more interested in until you do find that groove. Okay.
All right, so the next question, you guys kind of answered it a little bit, but we're just gonna go down the line and tell us what you are a part of, whether it was band, choir, sports, that type of thing. So we'll hear from JC, and then Mackenzie, you're up.
Mrs. Bugler, who used to teach at Central. Mrs. Bugler, who used to teach at Central. Mrs. Bugler.
Oh yeah, never mind. That's the next question. This one's your favorite teacher.
Who used to teach at Central.
Sorry.
Mrs. Bugler.
She said Mrs.
Who
Bigler.
used to teach at, all right, so one of the most impactful things from Chick, like one of the more serious, was pretty much every main stage night, the talk and like the discussion afterwards we had with our groups, because they just really.
I know, yeah. You were right. It was the next question was the teacher one. I just accidentally met. Your what? No, we'll play the teacher one. She said Mrs. Bigler. So who was your favorite teacher? Is the next question.
Like out of your whole school career? Or just
yeah,
like
like middle school, high school.
Shoot. Oh, when I was in elementary school, I had the same teacher for 4th and 5th grade, not because I got held back. It's just he loved his students so much and really kind of vibed with them that he moved with them. Yeah, he was really, really fun and actually made school worth going to. Not that I'm saying elementary school wasn't bad. It was a blast compared to middle school and high school. But yeah, he was pretty great.
What was his name?
Sorry. His name was Mr. Kimmy. He is now the principal out at Tesket.
Cool. Okay.
I think it's hard to pick a favorite. I go to South. South has a lot of really amazing teachers. Right now, it'd probably be Mr. Harris. He's a social studies teacher, and it's because we just talk in class and we don't actually do anything. So.
Good.
Both of mine are actually social studies teachers as well, which is funny because that's my least favorite subject. But we have a really good social studies department. It's Carlson and Massey. They're both, they could write books, and everyone should read it if they do because they have really weird philosophies.
I have a few. I have Miss Parody. She is an English teacher at Central. She's so funny. I love her. But she's also like helped me write scholarship essays and always checks in on me, always willing to give me a hug in the hallways, super positive all the time. It's so funny. I would say another one would be Miss Patrick. She does, yeah. She's cried with me, and she's also offered me her house.
Wow.
So we are super close. I love her so much, and she always checks in on me. And a new one would probably be Miss McCartney. She does. I have her for financial lit, but she is so nice. Didn't know how to read her at first, so that was interesting, but she's super nice. I really like her now.
Did you know that she was one of our interns here at Gravity?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she did talk about
Yes,
that.
she was one of my students way, way far back. Okay, continue.
I had two favorite teachers. One was Miss Chamberlain. She's a chemistry teacher, and then she was our Stuco lead, so I had her like all 4 years that I was in high school. And I think she's just really like an empowering woman in STEM, just kind of cool. And then also was our conditioning teacher, Barkley. I just love Barkley. I respect Barkley.
I'm gonna second the Barkley. Yeah, he's so funny and he pushes you. He doesn't let you slack off in his class at all. Uh, and also Hooper, he's in the math department. But his classes were all so fun, or both of his classes I took were really fun, and he just made everything so like easy and explained everything the way that made sense to everybody.
Okay, I have multiple teachers. So for high school, it's definitely going to be, we have Barkley, which is our conditioning teacher. I was about to say coach. I don't know why. We have Massey. Massey is one of the greatest, and like he's just real fun to be with. I will just tell you this now. If you do not want to do anything in a social studies class, if you have Massey, start talking about politics, and you can get through the entire block and not do any work. It's so easy to get them off topic. It's great. Hey, there have been times when you've not wanted to do anything, and some kid like fell asleep, and we just got off topic, so nobody missed anything. Who was my other teacher? Definitely Mr. Career. Mr. Career is a very fun teacher too. He does the vocal. But my all-time favorite teacher was from middle school. This is a great story, by the way. Her name was Miss Finn. When I had her, she was the science teacher at Lakewood. She also coaches soccer. She became my favorite teacher for this one reason. I asked her if I could use the bathroom. She said yes, so I'm walking over to go get the pass. I trip and fall out of nowhere, like out of nothing. I go sliding across the floor. She sees this. She looks up, she sees me, she goes, safe, and like moves her hands as if we had to saw like 10-minute laugh.
Well, I'm homeschooled, so none of you are gonna know my teachers, but I do have some favorites. I suppose I have to say my parents because they taught me the majority of it, but then also Mr. and Mrs. Riley, which are my friend's parents. They taught physics, they were great, and then Mrs. Newcomer, she taught a public speaking class, and I've known her since pretty much when I was born. She's also taught me choir back when I did choir. She's really great.
I have two favorite teachers. One of them is Mr. Barkley, my conditioning and personal fitness teacher. He pushed me harder than anyone's ever pushed me before. I've kind of been slacking off ever since, but I still try to head to the gym when I can. And my other favorite teacher is Mr. Lewis from Central. He was my welding teacher, got me into all that, working with metal, fire, all that, and kind of opened me up to a new world.
That's very cool. All right, so I'm like echoing. We are gonna do worship. Wow. But here's what I want you guys to do is after we are done, as seniors, I want you guys to come back up on stage and we'll take a group picture of you guys so we can post on our social media. And that's it. So while the band is getting in place, you guys can go sit down if you want. Thank you for all of your wisdom. I need Natalie and Emma to come up on stage real quick. Veronica, up on stage.
Is this one on? Is it on?
Yes.
It's on. Okay. So, I'm gonna be real honest. I really hate getting up here and talking to people, but somehow I got volunteered to get up here. Can't see anybody, so yeah, I get volunteered a lot. So, I had a whole speech prepared for Veronica for DTO, but she got quarantined, so thanks a lot. Big round of applause for that. Yeah, great job, Veronica. But, so we think that Veronica's pretty amazing. I know that obviously hearing some of you guys think she's pretty amazing too. Obviously she's been not only a mentor, but a friend and someone who's poured into us endlessly throughout DTO. So we, even though we do nothing, she worked dodgeball into the plan for us. We did nothing to deserve that. But really, back to the point. She really, shoot, it's raining hard. Okay. We kind of, organized some people. We wrote some cards and got you some gift cards. Yeah, because we really love you. So while she gives you those, we are going to bow our heads and pray over Veronica. So come stand in the middle of Emma and I. All right, bow your heads with me. Dear Lord, thank you for Veronica. Thank you for giving her the strength to lead us and allowing us to just pouring into us, Lord. We thank you for her, and we pray that you continue to just work through her and use her, because we know that she's a light for you. In your Heavenly Father's name, amen.
Would you stand and sing? You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you.
Touching every heart, I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. Oh, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. 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 That is who you are.
Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. You never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop, you never stop working. Never stop, you never stop working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, mending every heart. I worship you. I worship you. Oh, you are waymaker, miracle, promise keep, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. And oh, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keep, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are.
All right, so if you guys will have a seat for 1 second. Jim and Amber cannot be here tonight because they are quarantined, so they have a word for the seniors that they would like to share with you.
Hey guys. I'm so sorry we can't be there in person because I've got COVID, thus the masks in the video, so Amber's not exposed, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Anyway, we just want to say we love you and we're proud of you.
Very proud of you, and we are very bummed we can't be there with you tonight to celebrate.
But we are celebrating with you, so congratulations. And just want you to know we're proud of who you've become and all the hard work you've put into becoming who you are. And we know that God's got big plans for you and want to share with you Joshua 1:9, which is, do not be discouraged, do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God goes with you wherever you are. So no matter what steps you take in life, no matter where you're at, just remember that God is with you and he's right there in the midst of it. You can always reach out to him.
And to us.
And to us. We're here for you too. So, all right. We love you guys. I hope you have a great night. Bye.
Okay, let's do, does everybody have a mask? Let's do one with and one without.